secure. This is Surah Taha, beginning from 25th. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. قال قد أوتيت سؤلك يا موسى ولقد مننا عليك مرة أخرى إذ أوحينا إلى أمك ما يوحى أن اقذفيه في التابوت فاقذفيه في اليم فليلقه اليم بالساحل يأخذه عدو لي وعدو له وألقيت عليك محبة مني ولتصنع على عيني إذ تمشي أختك فتقول هل أدلكم على من يكفله فرجعناك إلى أمك كي تقر عينها ولا تحزن وقتلت نفسا فنجيناك من الغم وفتناك فتونا فلبثت سنين في أهل مدين ثم جئت على قدري يا موسى واصطنعتك لنفسي اذهب أنت اذهبا إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقولا له قولا لينا لعله يتذكر أو يخشى قالا ربنا إننا نخاف أن يفرط علينا أو أن يطغى قال لا تخافا إنني معكما أسمع وأرى فأتياه فقولا إنا رسولا ربك فأرسل معنا بني إسرائيل ولا تعذبهم قد جئناك بآية من ربك والسلام على من اتبع الهدى إنا قد أوحي إلينا أن العذاب على من كذب وتولى قال فمن ربكما يا موسى قال ربنا الذي أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى قال فما بال القرون الأولى قال علمها عند ربي في كتاب لا يضل ربي ولا ينسى الذي جعل لكم الأرض مهدا وسلك لكم فيها سبلا وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرجنا به أزواجا من نبات شتى كلوا وارعوا أنعامكم إن في ذلك لآيات لأولي النهى صدق الله ربنا الأعلى. Back to the beginning of verse 25th. Musa alayhi salam received the instruction from Allah to go to Fir'aun. Now he is praying. Qala, he said, Musa, Rabbi, O my Lord. That Kasra, Rabbi, is Rabbi, there is Ya. So Ya disappeared, but Kasra is left. O my Lord, Ishrah, Sharaha, Shuraha, Yashrahu, Yushrahu, Sharh, to open, to explain, to uncover. Sharh, Shuruh. Ishrah, you open, li for me, Sadri, my chest. You open my heart, Sadr. O my Lord, you do Sharh, open my heart, expand my heart, soften my heart, prepare my body, including my heart, for this task. You ordered, asking Allah, praying to Allah. The word sharh, opening, uncovering, discovering, expanding. Alam nashrah laka sadrak. Allah is addressing to Prophet in Surah Al-Inshirah. Sharh, same word. Ishrah, sharh, same word. Alam nashrah. Didn't we do sharh, your sadr? What happened? The Prophet, when he was a child, angels came, picked him up, took him a little bit aloof, and opened his heart, took away, angels twice took away some filth, something which was not fitting to the prophethood task and mission and job. So Sharh, didn't I open your heart, O Prophet Muhammad? So same Sharh. To expression, qabd, contracted, qabd, wrapping, crushing the paper, crushing, qabd, grabbing, bast, spreading, spreading carpet, bast. Allah is basit, spreads. Allah is qabid, contracts. Inna Rabbi yabsutur rizqa, basit, bast, same thing. My Lord does best, spreads, gives abundant rizq. Vayaqdir, qabd, gives less. Vayaqdir, qadr, measure, small, number. Allah gives things with no number, abundant. Allah gives things little by little. He does. He does. So, like sharh, another word for bast, sharh. Allah, Musa alayhi salam is asking Allah, prepare my heart, my body. Heart is a part of body, whole body, for this task. So, body needs to be prepared for tasks, for any task. Body, human being, must fit to position, to task. Must fit to position, to task. Vayasirli, you make easy, Yusuf, Yusuf. Inna ma'al usri yusra, inna ma'al usri yusra, fa inna ma'al usri yusra, inna ma'al usri yusra. Yusr, Yusr, easiness. Usr, with ayn, if you change ya to ayn, just opposite, difficulty. Vayassir, make easy, yassara yussira. Yuyassiru, yuyassaru. Yassir, teysirun. Ve yessir, make easily for me. Emri, my work, my thing, my job, my fare, my work. Ve yessir li emri. Wahlul, you dissolve, open, hal, not open, disintegrate. Anything closed, open, hal, hal, to solve, solution in chemical sense, to solve a problem, to answer the question, hal. Why? Because you are unwrapping, you are undoing what is hidden, something like that, wrapped. Wahlul, you solve. Uqdatan, not. Problem. Min lisani, from my tongue, in my tongue. Oh, you give me ability to speak, to articulate. So, articulation, ability to express, composition, to write, verbally to address, arranging ideas, first one first, then second one is very important for any job. Musa alayhi salam is following that one, asking Allah's help, because he had already some problem in his tongue. So, yafqahu, may understand, fiqh, to understand, fiqh, fuqiyya, yafqahu, yafqahu, they understand qawli, my word. Give me ability to express, to make myself clear to them so that they may understand me. This is the asking Allah. Waj'al, fix, ja'ala, ju'ala, yaj'alu, yuj'alu. Hamza is hamzatul wasl. That is why we are reading waj'al, not ve'ij'al. Waj'al, fix, establish li for me, waziran, helper, wazir. Wazir, minister. Minister helps Khalifa, second person. Prime minister, top minister. But others are ministers in English, wazir. Ra'isul Wuzara, head of wazirs, prime minister. Sadr A'zam, Sadr A'zam, Sadr, Sadr, heart, A'zam, big one. I mean, head of the thing. Waj'al, fix, li, waziran, wazir. Wazir, a lot of use. Some say it is this word comes from Persian, wazurg. Quran has some non-Arabic words originally. In Quran there are words, not many, but are not Arabic originally. So entered into Arabic, made Arabicized. There are words like that. From Hebrew, Ibrani, from Syrian language, Assyrian language, maybe from Aramaic language. That is so. There is possibility. Some say the word wazir comes from wazara, wuzira, 3 letters. Wazir is fa'il, bima'na fa'il, ism al-fa'il, which means to carry burden. وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. Wazir, carrier of the burden. I mean, chief, Khalifa, president sits, wazirs, executive. So, decide, wazir goes, carries the burden of executing the orders given. Wazir does not have original authority. Who has original authority? Khalifa. In American system also is the same. President has authority. Others are secretaries. even not ministers, secretaries. Secretary, secretary, secretary, secretary, secretary. They don't have original authority. All authority lies with the president in American system. This is called presidential system, not parliamentarian system. That is a little different. There are different systems in constitutional laws. This is different. Branches are separate from each other: executive, judiciary, and legislative. Executive, elected. He elects his people. All are secretaries. All authority blame. That is why secretary does something, president says, I am in charge. When they speak, president did not make any decision yet. Who you are? I'm nobody. That is the meaning of it. Everything is referring to, because authority lies with the president. Here too. In Khilafah system, this is like Khalifa system, presidential system, looks like Khilafah system. Khalifa has authority. All other people have authority as much as given to them by Khalifa. That is the system. It is fitting to that. Presidential system is fitting to Khilafah system more. وَاجْعَلْ لِي, you fix li for me, wazir and wazir, minister, prime minister, min from ahli, from my family. Musa alayhi salam is saying, I don't want foreigner, or I say something, understand something. I want someone who is familiar with me. I am familiar with him. I know his character. He knows me, my character. President selects the people who he likes, and his act, from his party, from his people, from the communicable. Otherwise, there is no way of training anybody like that. So, from my ahl, it is okay when you give a job to someone to have his assistant or secretaries from his ahl. Not somebody is chanting like that, understands like that, everything is messed up. No. Coherence. Executive branch needs obedience and coherence and understanding each other well, communication, communicable well. So, Vajali, you give me, for me, Wazir and Wazir min ahli, from my family, ahl, family. Who is that? Harun, akhi, my brother. Let my brother be my Wazir. Musa alayhi salam doesn't want to go alone to this job, to Fir'aun. It is totally okay and good. When there is an important task, at least to have two persons. But they must be able to communicate with each other. One is leader, others one, they must not spoil the presentation or whatever. When they go somewhere, one must speak, then, everything must be according to plan. Ushdud, shadada, to tie, to strengthen. Yesterday's class, I believe, shadda, shadada, shiddat, strong, strength, power, force. Ushdud, shadada, shudida, yashdudu, yushdadu, ushdud. Amrul hadir, amrul mukhatab, strengthen, be with him, Azri, my muscle, my power. strengthen with Harun, myself. So let us be together stronger than if I am alone. وَأَشْرِكُ, make him sharik. Sharik, shirk, shirk, partner. Shirkat, company, was partnership. Partner, shirkat, company. Firm, partner, one company. Shirk, ashrik, sharaka, shurika, ashraka, ushrika, yushriku, ashrik, ismul min bab if'al, babul if'al, it's muhatab. You make him, make, Musa is saying, make Harun for me sharik, partner, associate. Fi, in amri, in my job, in my work. Okay. K, 4. K means 4 in Arabic. Nusabbiha, tasbih. I may do tasbih. Sabaha, sabbaha, subbiha, yusabbihu, yusabbihu, subhanallah. K-U. K for nusabbiha, we do tasbih, K-U. Kasira, a lot. I am asking you, give me Harun alayhi salam as helper to me, so that I may have time, or I may be able to do tasbih, subhanallah, for you, enough and much. And nadhkura, I may do zikr, kayu, kasira, a lot. If I am only alone, I will not have time, I will be busy. But if we are together, we will have time to do tasbih to you, to do some part of the job will be done by him, some part of me. We will have enough time and comfort to do zikr to you, to do tasbih to you. So now I am going back to the beginning of ayah, commenting. First, Firaun, one of the worst person lived on this earth. He claimed to be Allah, Ana Rabbukumul A'la. He was so arrogant. Musa alayhi salam also is a prophet who is trained that time, even in his Firaun alayhi la'nas palace, but passed through Musa alayhi salam a lot of difficulties. One of the very important prophets who were in command, like commander prophet, commander type of prophet, like emperor type of prophet. Sulaiman alayhi salam is like that. Musa alayhi salam is like that. Harun is not like that. Ayub is not like that. Isa alayhi salam is not like that. They are soft world, no kingdom, no commanding position. Musa alayhi salam, commanding type of person. Emperor type of person. Gets involved, tough thing, pushes. I mentioned earlier, Musa in Arabic means razor, cuts, shaves, cuts. His character was like that, too. This tough, his tough time, one of the most difficult job he was given to go back to Firaun, where he was running away from him. He had passed history in that time. You don't want to see, don't want to speak, don't want to go, don't want. But Allah said to him, you go and tell and do. Challenge. So he felt Musa alayhi salam needs to do dua. He is doing dua. For any difficult job, this dua is very good dua. Everybody must memorize. People must memorize. Interviews, jobs, exams, lectures. My daughter writes in the book she's going to publish. She says, I said, رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. I began to speak. She says, correct. When you listen to dua, we must do. We must stick to that. رب اشرح لي صدري. Preparation of heart is very important. Heart, mind, intellect, plans, everything in that. They say don't get excited. Don't get angry. Stay cool. This Rabbi Shrah li Sadri. This is what Musa alayhi salam is asking Allah. Let me be cool. That's what he says. Heart. And work, basically every easiness, make easy. Most difficult things could become easy. You wonder how they became easy in your whole life. Allah has His way of dealing. So ask Allah, Allah's help to make things easy. Expressing, articulating things clearly, nicely, planned way, very important. Language is very important. Words are very important. Words have meanings. Words have meanings. Words, good words, bad words, words have power. Oration, khitabah, addressing has a power. Inna min al-bayani la sihra. I mean, when I heard Malcolm X, first time in my life in England, a young boy from Libya, Ashur, reciting from his memory or telling us from his memory his speech, I mean, I was stunned how powerful speech that was. Speech has power. Words have power. Quran is kalam, words. All revealed books are kalam, words. Words have power. Words, letters, and sounds. When you say word, it has letters, it has pronunciation, proper, non-proper, good and bad, and it has sound. Sound, voice has a power. Words have power. Meanings have power. Meanings of the words have power. So, what he is asking Allah, give me ability to express properly, nicely, clearly, mission you have given me, so that they may understand me. The purpose of that visitation or anything is to be understood. People speak with each other, they visit people each other, ask questions, then leave. I mean, there were 3, 4, 5 people together. You lecture them half an hour, they begin to disagree with each other what you meant on the way in their car going to Plano. Oh, one may say like that, one may say like that. He meant like that, he meant like that. Ya la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. We spoke same language, we spent half an hour. You all were together. How that much? One is say yes, one is say no. That much misunderstanding each other. What is this? Too much, too big, too bad. But words needs to be understood well. Job together. وَاجْعَلْ لِي وَزِيرًا مِنْ أَهْلِي. Everybody needs support. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in Hira cave. This angel appeared from nowhere, Mubarak, I mean, from somewhere, from heaven. In the midnight, nobody is there, top of the mountain. From middle lowest part, I would say, of Hira to Hira, Ghar Hira takes 1 hour. Climbing. You go, you check. 1 hour. It took for me 1 hour. It is not really big cave or anything. One rock like that, another rock like that, another rock from this side, other side is open. 3 person can stand. 4 or 5 people, like fish, can get in, sleep or lie down. You cannot jump up because you may hit your head up to the rock. That is the size of that. What top of the place? I mean, top hill. I mean, how? Get this message, Iqra. Shaky goes home, his wife. I mean, understand him, support him, and helps him. Then Abu Bakr, Umar, others. That is, they are very big people. They wazir, like helpers. Like big mission, you need people to help you, to understand you, to be around. This is what Wajali Waziran min Ahli. Let me have wazir from my acquaintance, my people. Harun Akhi, ushdud bihi azri. You strengthen my power, my strength with that. Ve'ashriku fi amri. Make him sharing partner in my work. A comment. Musa alayhi salam is asking Allah. Asking what? Give me helper. Harun. Allow Harun join to me. Let him be partner in my amr. What is that amr? Amr means order. Amr means work, umur, things, affairs. Does it mean only just going to Firaun, speaking with Firaun, coming back, only that one? So Musa is asking, is Musa asking question? Allah, that let my brother Harun accompany me in this specific job, let us go together, do this job, come here. Or is he asking, make him prophet like me, bigger, bigger. Amr, Nubuwati. I want him to be sharing and partner, equal like me, because Ashrik, partner, same right, same right, same right. He is prophet, he is prophet, he is prophet, he is prophet, he is prophet, he is prophet. Same. Because of this question, were there in the history, same time, two prophets in same place? Question. If you interpret Emri as prophethood, if you interpret Emri as sharing prophethood, then Harun was prophet, Musa was prophet, same time in same place. If you interpret Emri different, in that function, make him helping me. Other subjects are not mentioned. Then, okay, another question. Can we have two Khalifas same time? Musa alayhi salam, yes, he was prophet, but he was at the same time like emperor, like head of the state. Is he saying, Musa alayhi salam, that make him share with me kingdom rulership? Another word, is it okay to have two Khalifas same time, in same word, same time? Or Khalifa must be only one? Big subject. Depends on what do we understand with shirk, ishtirak, partnership. Depends on the subject of partnership of what? Prophethood, kingdom, rulership, what is that? What? Administration, what is that? Now, Musa alayhi salam is asking Allah's help. Sharh of heart, making things easy, opening his tongue so that people may understand, and giving him Allah, he is asking Allah that he may have wazir from his family, so he will strengthen his power and he will share the burden of job, general expression. What for? K for. These are the reasons. For. Yusabbihaka kaseera, so that we may do tasbih to you. We may do zikr to you. No matter how big job is, how secular job is, how no tasbih, no zikr job is, there must be zikr, there must be tasbih, with bismillah, with alhamdulillah, with everything. No job must be impediment for tasbih. Musa alayhi salam is asking Allah, this is difficult job, I am not that much ready, help me out, have my heart, my body, my language, my expression, give me wazir. Very, very, very, very, very tough job. But still he is not forgetting tasbih, not forgetting zikr in that hectic time. Because zikr and tasbih, no matter how hectic it is, must be there. Whole life and system, economic, social, everything, must be directed to tasbih and zikr. Must be directed like that. Streets, roads, everything. Because Quran begins many surahs with Subhanallah, Subhanah, Yusabbih, Tasbih, Zikr. This is what Musa alayhi salam is saying. Okay, coming innaka, definitely you, oh my Lord, kunta, are bina with us, basira, seer, basar. You are seeing me, you are looking at me, you know, you see what we are doing. So, you accept my prayers. Allah said, قَدْ أُوتِيتَ, definitely you were given. أَتَيَ, أَأْتَيَ, أُؤْتِيَ, يُؤْتِي, يُؤْتَيُ. إِئْتِ, إِيتَا, إِيتَاءُ الزَّكَاةِ, to give. أَأْتَيَ, أُؤْتِيَ, أُؤْتِيَ becomes أُوتِيَ, was given. أُؤْتِيَ, أُؤْتِيَ, أُؤْتِيتَ, you were given. سُؤْلَكَ, to your request. سُؤْلَ, سؤال, سؤال, okay, your. You were given to your request. Just opposite. Request is given to you, but this is Quran. Quran does like that. You were given, book given to you, but it may be, it is said here and there, you are given to book. You man is given to book. Just opposite. Expressed like that, but man's other way. Here, utita, qad, of course, utita, you were given. Su'la, su'la, su'al, request, asking, demanding, ke to you, ya Musa, O Musa. So Allah is saying, Musa, okay, I am accepting your prayer. Your request is given to you. You are given to your request. Your request. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Surah Taha, verse 37. Okay, we are analyzing grammatically, words by words. That is the purpose of this class. This one began like 15 years ago, continuing. And we studied Arabic, grammatical Arabic with that group that time. Basic things which we are studying in other class, beginners level class, I would say, Saturday 1 p.m., Wednesday 7 p.m., twice a week with that group. Then we applied that to some surahs, selected some pages, as we are doing in that class. 15 years ago we applied. Then we began from the beginning of Quran. We are here, all recorded by our sister Jamila Young. That is only one copy. I mean, I am thankful to him, to her, to them. Now they are recording this with technical thing, in addition to video, and putting on internet. Anybody can log in. It is interesting technique. Through that, we came to know not many, but some students from England, some from India, some from other parts in Saudi Arabia, other part of the world. And so it is interesting, this technology, how it goes, reaches to people, and people ask questions. They are able to ask questions. There are two students, I believe, who are answering on my behalf. If they don't know, they are supposed to ask me how to answer. So it is interesting, these technical brothers get together and sisters get together, organize and finance and support. I don't know anything, but I am enjoying their service. I am very thankful to them. To me, this type of education must be given to each Muslim in the world. Definitely non-Arabic speaking Muslims. Definitely young people who are growing. This type of study with some additional study for young people who are growing anywhere in the world, definitely invest in America growing. This type of education needs to be given. In addition to this type of education, like Islamic concepts, way of thinking Islamically, because they are culturally affected by Western capitalistic individualist system and educational system, individualist, capitalist, pragmatist system, as opposed to Islamic way of system. Their thinking, culturally they are growing in, fits to local system, pressure, cultural pressure, peer pressure, teacher pressure, friend pressure, environmental pressure, TV pressure, media pressure. So their way of thinking, they may be saying we are Muslim, but their way of thinking is very much different, even opposed to Islamic one. To develop something Islamic in their mind, for that I have a subject for all schools, Islamic schools, non-Islamic schools, for masjids. That is what terminologies of Quran and Islam, conceptual meanings of that, way through these terminologies, how to think Islamically as opposed to non-Islamic way of thinking, how to think. For that, we need to develop tazkiyah, cleaning oneself, qawi iman, strong iman, what that means. We need to develop hubb, love, brothers. We need to develop ukhuwah, brotherhood concept. What is that? Who is brother to who? What that means? Is that a true thing or what? What is this? What is this? Jihad, jihad fi nafs, jihad in other areas, all ibadah concept, all other concepts, which is ana, what is ana, ananiyat, ego, what is not ego, positive and negative, what is jealousy, what is not jealousy, what is riba, what is not riba, what is namima, what is not namima, what is respect in Islam, what is toleration in Islam, what is that? Are we going to tolerate everything? Some. What is compromising in Islam, not compromising in Islam? What is looking like non-Islamic? What is means of being Islamic? What is that? It is not a joke. It is not just a word everybody can know. No, not everybody can know. So these type of basic concepts In Islam, we must inculcate to the brains of young people, explaining nicely, good, convincingly, educationally, step by step, getting their input. If they have any doubt, eliminating that one, moving next one. Very, very important. Muslim Ummah neglects, their youth is gone, they are gone. Why? Because society is so big, swallows. Does not allow you chant from your corner. You cannot correct these things by sitting rolling tasbih or doing just dua. There must be something else. That's something else I am talking about. So, but Arabic part must be this way, to me. To me, this is the solution for Ummah here in this West. Muslims in France, Muslims in Germany, there are millions of Turkish people are not studying this West. They are losing their children. They are unable to communicate with their children. Muslims in West, meaning in France, in Germany, as opposed to Muslims here, are different. They are just laborers from North Africa, in France, or from Turkey, just laborers. That's clean-cut people from villages, no education. Here, educated Muslims are educated. Here, different. Different. Here, Muslims, definitely the ones who came before were educated, high level, high level. So Muslims over there in West have difficulty to communicate with their children. They cannot help their children in school. German schools are tough schools. French schools are tough schools, not like American system. American high schools, elementary schools, compared to schools in Turkey, because I know better, are nothing. Very soft, very easy, very accommodating. Over there, too tough, 3 times more times difficult to pass. All subjects you need to study, no optional subjects that much, no tutoring, nothing. I mean, math, physics, chemistry, whatever in high school level, you suffer. You students, day and night, very difficult. Students who finish high school, I mean, any school in my country, for example, elementary school, when they come here, they get surprised. So easy for them. 4 easy, 6th grade, oh, what is this? We studied this 3 years ago. They think like, they think like, what is it? It's very easy. They may not know language, that is different, but if it is a concept, they can understand. So, Ummah here must open their eyes for their children. This education, Arabic is very important. No excuse for young people growing here not to know Arabic, how to write, how to understand a little bit, grammatical, roots, no excuse. Anybody who is in leadership position, arranging things, come here, young boy, you don't know this, you don't know this level, out, you are out. Don't chat, you are out. You watch from corner, train yourself, cook, be cook, then come here to the arena. These are basic things, something like that. So, anyhow, just a little bit enthusiastic, perhaps, comments. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم 37 سورة طه ولقد مننا عليك مرة أخرى ولقد lam means of course here قد means of course these two are for ta'kid. Ta'kid means emphasizing. What is going to be said is very important. لقد. The word قد, when it comes before ماضي, you know my students, ماضي, that is past tense in Arabic, that means of course, definitely, no doubt, قد. When it comes before مضارع, قد يكون, قد يعلم, علم علم يعلم يعلم يعلم مضارع. You know everyone. Yes. That means sometimes. قد means sometimes. Not of course. Not definitely. Not no doubt. So قد has two meanings. Before ماضي, before مضارع. Before ماضي, no doubt, of course, definitely, for sure, an English word. Indeed, lo, L-O, Old English, King James Version, English, King James Version, Bible. Lo, that means, of course, indeed, of course. That hast, thou, that system. So, that is, but when it comes before مضارع, قد يكون, قد يعلم, قد يعمل, قد يذهب, sometimes, some, not all the time. Same قد has two different meanings. But here, لا, of course, قد, of course, مننا, because مننا is ماضي. مننا. من. مننا, من. من, like فرر, فر, مدد, مد. This is called مضاعف. Doubled. Because two letters say مدد, made one, شدة. Double. Double. Wrapped. Folded. Folded. Folded, made one. مدد. مننا, مننا, مننا, مننو, مننا, مننا, يمنن, يمنن, مضارع. مننا, مننا, مننا, مننا, مننا. No, there's one here. We did man. What is man means? Favoring, giving favor. Man has two meanings in Quran. يمنون عليك أن أسلموا in Surah Al-Hujurat. In other parts also it is mentioned. يمنون مننا مننا يمنون يمنن يمنوا مضارع. Same root. This root manana has two meanings, two basic meanings. What is that? One is rebuke. Tawbih. Tawbih, if you are using in your language. Tawbih. Taqbih. Qawbah. Rebuke. I mean, yeah, bad, yeah. What are you doing? Yeah. Something like that, you see. Refusing, rejecting someone, degrading someone for something. I mean, like rebuke. Taqbih, taqbih, qubh, qubh, qubh, bad. Opposite of husn. Husn, beautiful. Qubh is ugly, bad. Ugly, making ugly. Uglifying, if there is a word like that in English. If there is not, I am telling you, there is something coming from my village. Uglifying. So, uglifying. Making something bad, something like that. Manana. Second meaning is granting favor. Man. Allah gives man to you. What does that mean? Allah gave favor, his graces, his bounties, his ni'mas on you, showered his ni'mas on you. Yusuf Ali translates, we conferred in favor on thee another time before thee. King James Version English. This Yusuf Ali's translation. You know, Yusuf Ali, one of the best translation written in English. In his time, there was another person, friend, Englishman, that is Marmaduke Pictou, Muhammad Marmaduke Pictou. He accepted Islam, Englishman, lived in Hyderabad, India, Deccan, Hyderabad, India. Nizam time. Hyderabad, India, Deccan. There was Nizam state, like 500 years, 600 years. Very interesting state. Muslim state. good state. Very interesting place. Because at the beginning of this, not this, last century, 20th century, there is 1900 plus, 1991, 92, 93, 94, that is 20th century. They were very active. There was Nizam, of course, politically, as I understand, I mean, in India there were problems and political things later on. This is in history in India, I don't know that much, and really that part, I'm not siding this side or that side, but from the point of scholarship, they established later on Osmania University in Hyderabad, Deccan, India. This person, Yusuf Ali, Yusuf Abdullah, who translated this translation, he was very favored by English administration. He was very high level, highest level of Muslim civil servant. This was highest level in India before partition of Pakistan and anything, this person. So he convinced English administration that there must be an university, Osmania University, be established in Urdu speaking. So he convinced them, because English people were not favored. If you do like that, there may be dissension, partition, other things. When you establish university, there intellectual people gather, students, and then it become a problem later on. But he convinced them. This is written in a book. I will suggest every one of you buy that book, read that book. But if you feel something in your heart, keep quiet. Don't speak against the translator, because there are so many things you get disappointed, but that is what the book is research book about. That is search for solace. Solace, English word, difficult for me, tasliya, looking for ta'ziya, or looking for satisfaction, something like that. Solace, S-O-L-A-C-E, yes, solace. By Sharif, somebody by Sharif. This book published in Malaysia, a research book. There are more to it, but I wish this researcher will publish one additional one. This is how this translation came about, what he went through, how many times he married. He married, for example, in England, in a church. No kalam, okay? No bad word against him. But this is reality, what the book says. He had 3 or 4 children from his first wife. First wife, American, English, I think not Muslim, or accepted Islam, went back to Christianity, and children grew up with no father, because father was in India, left his family in England. So there was infidelity, something like that, so divorce. So children went away, seemingly not happy with their father. Father was not in connection. Then married another one. Another one, a son from him began to work in Indian Army. I wish somebody may look for him, if he is alive or not, from second marriage. The son, if he is alive or not, could be. He himself, Shawkat Ali, Muhammad Ali, the people who were his friends in India, friends of Muhammad Ali, Yusuf Ali, were always shying away from him, because they were kind of separatist, against mandate, against English rule. In India, they wanted English rule finished. But Yusuf Ali, Muhammad Ali, was in favor of English rule in India and Pakistan, was not in favor of Pakistan either, separation. So his friends, when they were meeting, they were always running away, hiding from their activities from him. They looked at him as working with an intelligence officer, intelligentsia, in England. So in England, he was very favored, lecturing in Lords, here and there. I mean, Lords, House of Lords, these people, they were listening to his lectures. He was very well qualified in Latin, in Greek, in history, in literature. He was from Ismaili Bori family. I'm not saying he continued to be like that, but from his birthdays, he was educated in elementary level, junior high school level, in Christian schools. Very much influenced. He was capable, brilliant student. All efforts spent on him, they raised him very well. Perfect English. You see in his notes here, you will never find these notes anywhere. He leans. When it comes to his notes, you see that how vast knowledge he has of history of literature, history of Greek, Latin. These are two big literature of source of Western culture, West civilization. He was very well, he is very well. So he worked in that area, and then there was Khilafah movement in India to save Khalifa's position, half Khalifa in Turkey, 1920s, 21, 22, 23, 24. When Turkey, Ottoman Empire was going down, Turkey was going to be established. So there are personal things, something related with my country, with my history. So these Muslims in India, Khilafah movement, they have magazines, they are published. It is available, these ones is available in public records in England, London. There is public records, Office of Public Records. There is folder, Khilafah folder over there. English Foreign Affairs folder. There are reports there in that folder. If you are a scholar, if you are authorized university researcher, you can study that. If you are not, you are not allowed to go to see them. So I am one of the lucky person who saw that folder as second person after it was opened. Before it was closed. Before that was closed. Second person, my name is there because we pledged, we filled the form. The previous person's name also is there on the folder. Who is getting this folder, doing what? So everybody knows. That is with permission, with special permission. So it is documented over there, Khilafah movement, and they collected money, gold money, to send to Turkey. They sent to Turkey. In Turkey, years later, this is 84, there was an ad in Turkey, Turkish newspaper. We have İş Bankası, IS, but a little like S is pronounced like SH. İş Bankası, this is biggest bank, one of the biggest bank. İş Bankası was saying that we are happy to show you how we grew. The Khilafah movement money came from India, Muslims collected, which was one of the main money establishing 50, 60 years ago of our bank, grew from this much to billions. So you come to our bank. This is anniversary or something, 50th anniversary or 60th anniversary. I ran after that. I wanted to see these documents. What happened to that money? That money was supposed to they came to Turkey, they gave this money to leaders. But these leaders, instead of spending to save Khilafah, they put that into the account of a party was established that time, political party, their own party against Islam. It is today, government is from that party. You don't know the history. Muslims, then, they don't know the history. They don't know each other's history. So what happened? That registered as a share of that party, whereas it was supposed to be spent to save Khilafah. It did not. So this Shawkat Ali Muhammad Ali, this brother, was opposing to that concept. Later on, when Turkey was negotiated by Western powers in Lausanne. Lausanne is a city in Switzerland. Turkish İsmet İnönü and second person in Turkey, second president after Atatürk, who was not inclined into Islam at all, that type of military general, was sitting representing Turkey with his people, friends. Other side, there was English general, French general, Italian general, because they were the people who invaded Turkey before. So, truce, treaty, to settle. So they made an agreement. That agreement has two parts. One is public, known by everyone. One is secret. Not everybody knows. One of the secret articles is to end Khilafah. These promised to them, Turkish side, that they will end Khilafah. Second article, Hagia Sophia, that big mosque in Istanbul, which was dedicated by Fatih Sultan Mehmet 5+ years ago, when Istanbul was conquered, as mosque, will stay as a mosque, will be as a mosque, will be changed into, by this administration, will be changed into church. But they could not change into church, now it is museum. They changed to mosque, to museum. No more mosque, no more mosque. When you go to Istanbul, you can visit that, near Sultan Ahmet Mosque, another Hagia Sophia, another mosque, this young girl, Nazrin. Did you visit this time? Hagia Sophia, you did not visit that time. She has all pictures in her web, this time visitation, a lot of pictures. I was surprised, put in computer and to see that, because that mosque was church built before the Prophet's birth, 325 something after Jesus Christ. The Prophet was born 570, 325 building. Muslims, that was church, but big state church, Byzantine Empire. The king was crowned in that church. So when that church, that Istanbul was conquered, Fatih Sultan, the conqueror, said, from now on this will be mosque, not church. This will be mosque. This is the sign of Ottoman Khilafah, Ottoman Sultan, and he wrote waqf here. Anybody who changes this, let la'natullah, the curse of Allah, be on him, or something like that. So Lausanne, 1924, something, those days, these generals promised. There was a general, English general. Behind that English general, there was a Muslim sitting, advising, whispering to English general. Who was that? Yusuf Ali. But no kalam against him. Don't speak against him. This is reality. Why it happened like that, I don't know. I don't know. We don't know. Too bad. But this is best tafsir, best terjumah, best translation. Compared to Marmaduke Pictor, also he translated. And he died in a miserable way in in England, 1924, sometimes no friend, no relative, nothing, destitute. They found him at under the Trafalgar Tower or something, the Trafalgar, England, English history, English in London. Rainy day, found him, took a geriatric center to hospital, and who this person is died. Then they found commissioner, Pakistan commissioner sent to a prime minister. Copy of letter is in that book. Prime minister saying that, Prime Minister of Pakistan, sir, regretfully I am informing you that yesterday we buried someone, Yusuf Ali, who found like that, and we were informed he died, and we buried here. This is regretfully so and so. Then he is buried in Surrey in England. There is an area called Surrey, S-U-R-R-E-Y, I believe. This is I visited Surrey, but I wish I could known that time this history. Next to Marmaduke Pictou, next, their grave are next to each other. I value visitation of scholars' graves. I value. I am in that category. It is okay. It is not bad. It is good. So this is big scholar, big scholar. Where did I come to that from? But you need to read. You need to read. He says, وَلَقَدْ مَنَنَّا, definitely we did favor, conferred favor عَلَيْكَ to you, مرة, once more, أخرى, another time. أخرى, مؤنث of آخر, أأخر. أأخر اسم التفضيل. أخر delay. أأخر أكتب اسم التفضيل. أأخر أأخران أأخرين أأخرون أأخرين. أخرى أكبر أكبران أكبرين أكبرون أكبرين. كبرى. This is different. That is the أخرى. أخرى means last of the last. Superlative. اسم التفضيل. أخرى. وَلَقَدْ مَنَنَّا, we graced on you, عليك on you, addressing to Musa alayhi salam. Allah is saying to Musa alayhi salam, we favored, we gave another favor, another ni'mah, another grace to you, O my servant Musa, marratan, once, ukhra, another last, another time. What is the subject we are talking about? Musa alayhi salam. Where are we? Musa alayhi salam is ordered by Allah to go to Firaun. That is the beginning of story. Musa alayhi salam had run from Firaun. Run away from Firaun. He was in palace. He was grown in palace. Run away. Now Allah is telling him, go back, tell him the truth. Dawah, do dawah. How difficult. How difficult. It is very much relevant. Musa alayhi salam's story, Firaun alayhi la'na story, is very much relevant for Muslims today, especially for the ones who are living in a Western country, America, superpower. Firaun was superpower that time. Nobody else higher or stronger on iron. Musa alayhi salam was representing Islam. Why? We are in that position here specifically. So this superpower, non-Islamic. So we are in a position like Musa to do this thing, what he is. So very much relevant. Of course, spiritually, historically, context is different, but today's context, we need to adjust. We need to adjust ourselves here. I listened a few days ago, a program on TV, C-SPAN. I mean, if you are interested, you check. There is an institute somewhere in Washington, D.C., somewhere, Center for Immigration Research or something, immigration related with immigration, but it's Middle Eastern department or section. everything was, they were speaking Daniel Pipe, first time I saw his face, and others over there. No Muslim was there, no Muslim, but all other people. I mean, they were just mentioning anything, everything about immigration, number of immigration, what was before, how many Muslims, now why is like that, when this happened, why did this happen, September 11, connected, one must be careful, it must be screened, why these people are coming like that, walking like that, waving their hands and walking like that. Saudis, 19 terrorists, 15 of them, others. Minister, some secretary said that there are hundreds of Qaeda's sympathizers or supporters here. Money is collected, masjids, mosques, and everybody. I mean, each sentence you see yourself in one way or another in that sentence. Any sentence they mention, you are there. Directly, indirectly. I am there, directly, indirectly. I mean, what kind of, I mean, it's interesting country. Freedom of speech, freedom of research, freedom of expression. Oh, I listened some times ago, someone from Rand Corporation, researcher, administrator, experienced guy, expert, saying what? Of course we need to invade Saudi Arabia, Gulf states. What they are doing? Oil. Who dig that oil? Who dug that oil in the past? We, Westerners. It is our right. It is ours, not theirs. They nationalized before. Nationalization is zero, not acceptable. So it is ours. We will get back. Why not? Do it. Look, different. It is not, I mean, this type of mentality, I don't remember listening like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. It is very different mentality. Somebody is speaking differently, very different. And putting everything aside, profiling. What profiling? These are terrorists, dangerous. No profiling, no profiling. This is not a profiling. We are not accusing anybody, just searching. Different. Earlier, profiling is against discrimination. You cannot profile someone. You cannot search someone because of his race, because of his country of origin, because of religion before. Now somebody is saying, what are we talking about? This is not because of religion. This guy is suspected. I will search. I will profile. I will look after. I will check for him. Different. Those days gone, and different understanding, and it is expressed very strongly. It is not. So Muslims must open their eyes. It is different. So a lot of relevancy. This story is related with us Muslims. A lot. وَلَقَدْ مَنَنَّا, we graced عَلَيْكَ, upon you, O Musa, مرة, once more, أخرى, another time. Is when أوحينا, we revealed. Wahi. أوحيا, وحيا. Young girls from my other class, حافظة. From وحيا, أوحيا. 4 letter, 1 حرف is added. أوحيا, أوحيا. يوحي, يوحي. أوحي. إيحاء, موحي, موحيون. That is أفعل وفعل, باب الإفعال. أفعل وفعل, يفعل, يفعل. أفعل, إفعال, مفعل, مفعلون. Same thing. أرسل, أرسل, يرسل, يرسل, أرسل. إرسال, مرسل, مرسل. أوحي, made وحي. Transitive, تعدية. بناؤه للتعدية. You do وحي to someone else. أوحينا, we did وحي. أوحينا is ماضي. Here. 4 letter ماضي. We did وحي إلى to أمك, to your mother. ما that, يوحى. ما what, يوحى. يوحى is مضارع مجهول. أوحي, أوحي, يوحي, يوحي, يوحى, يوحى. wahyu yuha is being wahy, done wahy. We have revealed, we did wahy to your mother of Musa. Ka is Musa. To your mother, ma that, what, yuha, whatever we did, reveal to her, we revealed. One time. Now, analyze. This is a wahy, the word wahy. You see, the word wahy is used here by Allah for something communicating to a lady. Who is that lady? Mother of Musa. So the word wahy, communication, is not for prophet only. It is used, could be used, the word wahy, for communication to someone who is not prophet. Musa alayhi salam's mother is not mentioned as a prophet. So, the word wahy is not specific for revelation done to prophets and Rasuls and messengers grammatically, linguistically from the point of Quranic terminology. I will tell you something else. Wahy is used for communication to animals, to creatures, to insects. In Quran, Hafiz, as everybody may know, وَأَوْحَى رَبُّكَ, your Lord did wahy to who? إِلَى النَّحْلِ. Nahl, no dot. Nahl means what? Bees. Your Lord, Allah, did wahy, send his wahy to bees. B-E-E. So, revealed to them or communicated with them so that they can do collective juices, make honey, like architecture, like full architect. They say that bees know 17 sciences, 17 expertise. One of them is architecture. They are biggest architect. Exactly they will. They are biggest chemists. They know which part of juice to pick and bring from somewhere, small, build exactly the same shape, same form, same weight. All of them. They are very much space geometry. There is something called space geometry. Geometry in our country, I was best in my class in high school geometry, not in algebra, but in geometry, best. Space geometry, surface geometry we have in our country. That means you draw the dot line, you consider this line is line, straight. There is no straight thing in this world. Because your eyes breaks, there is this weather, like water, you put your stick, straight stick, you see it is broken. It is not. It is straight, but it is, you see, same thing is happening in the space. This like water. Even if it is straight, when it comes, it doesn't come straight. Broken. There is no straight. You suppose, assume it is straight. So no, in civilization is based on this geometry, straight, rectangular, or triangle, line, corners. That is no such thing. In reality, broken. But we are assuming those broken things as unbroken. We cannot change whole history. You cannot change whole history. There is a Russian geometrist, Kavakci, Lobachevsky, Wanskiewski, something, opposes to that. that was very truthful guy, but it is marginal idea, very scholarly idea, but we cannot change whole literature for that. So they left like that. There are many scientific truths, but they are in minority. You cannot change history, everything for them. You read as a philosophy, something like that for your heart, for your culture, but you cannot follow it. This is the, in Deen also is like that. There is this mazhab, but there is majority of things. This mazhab may have a lot of truth in it, but it is not practicable in this community, because community is very much attached to another practice. You cannot change. That will become a big problem. So you cannot change everything. In Islam also it is reality. So this, but there is a space, fada, space geometry. You just imagine, there is a box here, it has this corner, that corner, that corner. At the back you cannot see that corner. How to picture, that is this. So this geometrical, why did I come to this?
Bees has 17.
Yeah, bees. Bees, very good. Bees, this lead bee goes, finds some good juice somewhere, comes back to the friends, his people, makes a music, big musician. One of the big musicians. Music is haram, you say, but it is natural. It is natural. Bees are chanting music. Yes. So it comes like that, makes sound, everybody hears, makes parable, something like that. The triangle, the whatever shape it does, they calculate, they know, and runs away, goes back to the target. All the people behind, they follow this parable, they follow this way, this orbit. How did they know? 17 sciences. In Istanbul, when I visited the mosque of Fatih Mosque, where the conqueror of Istanbul, Fatih Sultan Mehmed, 21 years old, built that mosque, and his grave is in front of mihrab, outside. There was a library established in his time, 500 years old. That is called Fatih Jami Mosque Library. In that library, I saw a scholar, Gümülcineli Mustafa Efendi. Mustafa Efendi means sir. Mustafa, sir, Mustafa. Single, lived single, died single. But walking library. Ayaklı kütüphane. Two-legged library. Two-legged library. That is the translation of it. When I met him, very curious, I was very curious. I visited all Muslim scholars I heard in Istanbul. I became students, some of them, because I was very busy, but with some I visited once, twice, because this was my program in my life. So I am happy for that. So he was very curious, young boy. I was Hafiz, I studied Arabic, I was like sword. I mean, anything they tell me, one ayah, I used to follow up something. So he was climbing to pick up a book in library when he saw me. Yes, young boy, he was stepping first step ladder. I said, sir, I am so-and-so, my name is so-and-so. I just wanted to see you, to kiss your hand, I mean, to get your dua. Oh, I said, he said, you are, what is your interest? I said, I am interested in studying Arabic, I studied Arabic, a little Islamic studies, and I am Hafizul Quran, I can read a little Quran professionally, nicely. So, you know what book I am looking for? I said, I don't know. He said, there is a book here about bees. It is manuscript. Maybe it is one copy in the world. No copies anywhere in the world. because not printed, all others are destroyed. So this is one copy, existing copy in this world, in this library. So I am going up, I will pick that book. You know what is written there? I said, I don't know. It is about the bees. It is written there, bees know 17 sciences. And he told me what I am telling you in that book, in that. Then when I was in Istanbul, there were cracks in that building, so they took out these books, moved to Süleymaniye Library near Süleymaniye Mosque, biggest library in Turkey, full of manuscripts, biggest in the world. Believe me, that is the paradise for researchers. Arabic, Persian, Islamic studies, Ottoman, Turkish, paradise, Istanbul. Istanbul is paradise. If you are a researcher in Islamic studies, the books, old manuscripts, 12 centuries ago, 13 centuries ago, Istanbul, you live in Istanbul. You live in Istanbul, every day you go, 9 o'clock it is open or 8 o'clock, up to 5 o'clock, you study, you check from the cards, they will bring the book, you cannot take books out. These are like state documents, you can study them, they may give you copies if you wish, you register your name, copies you can get, and because you are reading something about music, okay? Ghazali said something. Ghazali said, I explained this in another book. I explained this in detail in another book. Mentioned the name of the book. So you say, oh, let me find that book. It is just there. You just check from cards. Oh, a manuscript. What is that manuscript? 9 centuries old manuscript. 9 centuries old manuscripts, okay. The book is available, not printed at all. So you just fill the form. 10 minutes later, the book is on your table. Oh, you read, oh, 9 centuries ago written, in Arabic, in Persian, in Ottoman, Turkish. If you can read, mashallah. 9 centuries old book. Expressions, words, scripts. You can read it. It is written there in detail what he said, more. In another book, short. This book, details. So then he is criticizing in that book, new book, another alim what he said, saying that this alim 200 years ago write like that, but he mixed ghina with music, instrument with non-instrument thing. How he mixed the things? It is wrong. He says, oh, let me find that book. Criticized 200, written 200. That book is available over there. Where are you going to find anything like that? I was in Association of Muslim Scientists meeting in Chicago somewhere. One person from California area, Shabir, his name is Shabir. He has an organization like wrong things in textbooks, in schools, against Muslims. So this happened like 10 years ago. Okay, this guy, engineer from Egypt, he is from Egypt, as I remember. So he said, what is this? They put a camel, desert, and a palm tree, Islam under that, Muslims. I mean, camel is some part of Muslim world. In my country, in Turkey, there is no camel. I never saw camel until I reached 35, 40 years old. I never saw camel in our country, no camel. And palm tree, we saw the picture, but no palm tree in my country. So no palm tree. So how palm tree represents only Islam, that one. So said this is a little degrading or half truth, not real truth. Why are you saying like that? So now he is good working mechanism he has. He said something, this engineer from Egypt, not Muslim scholar, had something. Brothers, I will tell you something. What is that? We are living in a country meaning America, where there is no Muslim Islamic books, literature. I said, how he noticed, how somebody, a scholar must say like that, an alim must stand up. We are speaking about Qurtubi's Tafsir, no Qurtubi's Tafsir is available here. We are speaking about fiqh, fuqaha books are not available here. Because, I mean, it is expensive, nobody was bringing to buy and things like that to print here. You cannot print all volume. Back home it is not printed now that much. All days they were printing. Now, I mean, books are scarce here. Arabic, Islamic, big, tafsir, hadith, fiqh books. This is what he said. An engineer said something like that. I was very much surprised because exactly what he was saying was my suffering in my heart. What truth, how he noticed, how he, for him, it was an item to be mentioned. How I was surprised, I mean, very intellectual, I think, big truth. There is no book, there was no book here. So, this is in Süleymaniyet in Turkey. Coming back to, this is what I learned when I was perhaps 16, 17 years old that time, that bees have this book, independent book, 17 sciences, and Allah, وَأَوْحَى رَبُّكَ, Allah did wahy ila nahli to bees. So the word wahy, transitive form, is used, Allah is using in communicating with animals, which living things like bees. So don't come to tell me, Nazreen, that, oh, wahy is specific for in Quran, only for revelation of Quran for prophets. It is not the case. We must not become something more than Quran. Nearly, I would say the same thing for Khuda Hafiz, Allah Hafiz. Nearly the same. I mean, people say, insist, Allah Hafiz, Allah Hafiz. I commented on that. It is, I appreciate. But Khuda Hafiz doesn't mean too wrong. Why? Because the word Rabbul Alameen, Rabb, the word Rabb is used in Quran for the king of, during the time of Yusuf alayhi salam, king of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. The word Rabb, which is Lord. Rabbul Alamin is used in Quran for Allah. In same Quran it is used for that. You know, in Turkey we have a Quran published, a Quran, the words Allah and his qualifying words, his sifat, in red color. There were opposition, why are we printing like that, jaiz, not jaiz, that is out of question. I don't want to enter to that area. The Quran which I have given to this young girl is that. She holds, yeah, she holds. That is, you turn like that page, there are red colors, I believe in that, yeah, in that. It is interesting, they put Rabb in red, because Rabb is the name, Rabbul Alamin, the name of Allah, red. Allah is red. Bismillah, Allah is red. Rahman is red, something, okay? But they made a mistake. They put in Surah to Yusuf the word Rabb, which means king, not Allah. King, ruler of that time, also red. So, if they were just the words related with Allah red, it must not have been red. So, this is scholarly, I mean, one may debate these colors and what is it, but this is a special group in my country. We call Yazıcı Nurcular. They are Said Nursi's followers, but all-timers, they write in Arabic scripts and things like that, a small group. Their leader, Khusrev Effendi, I met him in Sparta before he died, wrote with his hand a manuscript. He used this color first time. So his murids, oh, blessings, they began to print like that, and it has been spread. It is okay, not really big mistake. So, وَحْيٍ إِذْ أَوْحَيْنَا إِلَىٰ أُمِّكَ مَا يُوحَىٰ, we revealed to your mother whatever was revelation. I am sorry, I need to stop. Today we could not move forward to answer perhaps a few questions. Then, yes, 39. Musa alayhi salam's story is very much relevant for Muslims who are struggling in Western culture, relevant and of course with adaptation like in anything you see, it is very much relevant. We may benefit a lot from these stories. Ibrahim alayhi salam's story in Quran, Musa alayhi salam's story in Quran, very much relevant for Muslims who are definitely living in Western big culture, which is like not really easy to overcome, not easy to overcome or to eliminate. Many questions?
One more.
Oh yeah, 18, this is 18. Does women need to cover when reading Quran? Themselves. Does women need to cover themselves when reading Quran? Can a girl t-shirt when reading Quran? Without hijab. There are big discussion, but I am a little soft guy. Yes, not necessary to cover. It is good to cover, but one can read Quran without cover. For Quran, reading Quran, touching wudu is necessary. Touching, wudu is necessary. But covering, if she covers out of respect, not necessary for reading Quran. If there is no man around, if there is man around, she needs to have hijab. That is, I'm not discussing that one. But if she is alone reading Quran, she can read Quran without touching, without hijab. One can read Quran stretching feet in her bed, in his bed. We cannot read Quran or recite Quran in bathroom, not because it is totally haram, because it is a place, respect is not there. And filthy is, najasa is too much. That is why we don't read Quran. But outside of that, when somebody driving, hijab, no hijab, can read Quran, looking Quran from his mouth, from her mouth. If monthly periods or man junub needs to wash, cannot recite Quran as a text, but can recite some dua parts of Quran as dua. So my answer for that, it is not necessary to cover head or body for reading Quran for a sister, if there is no man watching, seeing her. Not necessary, it is not necessary. For sisters, Salah time needs to cover. For sisters, when they go out anywhere, they need to cover. That is cover is okay. But we are speaking about Quran. I know sisters in weddings and ceremonies, when somebody begins to read Quran, sisters cover. It is respect, it is good. But even sometimes they cover half. That doesn't mean anything in Islam. It is cultural thing, it is respect, better than nothing. But Islamically, they need to cover. Last night there was a program in Majestic Theater, and there was a comedian, young boy, lawyer, but not liar, because this is what he said over there, a very humorous guy, comedian, Muslim, this bear with Kufi, Indo-Pakistan family. I mean, he told us a lot of good things. I mean, we laugh. Very interesting people. I mean, how did they find any person like that? Very good. We must bring him in 8 days here. 8 days people are sitting, arguing with that. No argue. When you listen to him, no argue. You will crack. No argue. Happiness will come. So they said, mother is telling to her son, her daughter, hey, you my daughter, you were sorry. Sorry is Islamic. Sorry, you know, Pakistani, Indo-Pakistani, sorry. Islamic, very good Islamic, covers everything except stomach, except belly. He said, from my part, let me tell my part. He said, my people, because he is from that family. I mean, very, very humorous boy. He grabbed a lot of good things. Okay, is it makruh to read Quran without hijab? No, it is not makruh. This is another continuation. It is not makruh. No, it is not makruh. Touching is not acceptable, but reading Quran is not makruh without hijab. Reading Quran, you can read, as I said, even stretch feet and in your bed. It is jais. It is jais. Can we call
Bhagavan Hafiz?
What is
Bhagavan? Bhagavan is the name of God in Hindu religion.
Marwan?
Bhagavan.
What is that?
Bhagavan is the name of God in Hindu religion.
If that is specific God name, first I don't have how to answer this one. It is if that is Hindu religion, God, something we must not use that for our God, for our Allah. We must not use that one. We must not use. If it is specific. If it is just supreme being the meaning, supreme being, then maybe. In English, to me, it is nothing wrong to say God. I know difference between Allah and God, gods, goddess. Allah is not feminine, Allah is not jam, Allah has no root. I mean, I know these differences. I studied this one. But it is okay to use in specific meaning as a Muslim, the word God. It is not haram because Quran uses this type of words, as I said. It is not haram. In our culture, big ulamas, they used Khuda in our literature, for Rab, Khuda. In our literature is full like that. Ulama did not oppose to that. Ulama is not opposed. In specific meaning, in our language there is chalaba, another word, not known in Persian, in Arabic country. Chalab. Sulaiman Chalabi is using that in his Mawlid Sharif. Nearly 500 years, I believe, or 300-400 years. Ulama did not oppose. Of course, this has cultural things. Some things are too sensitive, too oversensitive. Something. Dios. Dios. Dio. In French, which is Dios is Dios, Dios. It is usable. This is what I feel. I'm not opposing too much, but really sometimes people are creating a new problem, artificiality for something will disappear after 50 years. Nobody will remember Khuda, nobody will remember other things, excuse me. Half of this generation, youth generation, will be swallowed by American culture after 50 years, who are born here. We need to think big, think big. People neglecting to educate their children in other areas, just picking one word this way, one word this way. We don't know what is happening. I need to run because it has been stated that the court of Pharaoh will be brought to the five days fire day and night on the day of judgment. Would you explain briefly what is the question? Could you repeat?
The court of Pharaoh, the followers of Pharaoh, at that time will be brought before the Pharaoh day and night. In Surah Al-Durqan.
In Jahannam, you said before Jahannam?
Jahannam, right.
Really, I don't know these details. I mean, maybe explained somewhere. I don't know myself these details, what will happen specifically for Pharaoh. I think in literature there may be a lot of things, but I don't know myself. What are 12 sciences? I wish I could know all. Music is one of them, architecture one of them, space geometry is one of them. Navigation, our brother from military knows. A lot of perhaps other things, leadership, peace, obey, the Queen Mother. I mean, 17 science, 18 or 17 sciences in that book. I wish I could know that book, what that book, remember that book. By the way, about the bees, about honey, because they are mentioned in Quran, there is big literature in Islamic history. Books. You get inundated, you get confused. Too much information. In Hayatul Haywan, written like, I believe, 2nd century of Islam, like 12 centuries ago, written 12 centuries ago, Hayatul Haywan, these animals and insects and bees mentioned in Quran are detailed, big book. You get